today's video, Bitcoin has reached our next target at 13.8k. Are we right now seeing the beginning of the reversal in the Bitcoin chart? Well guys, that is exactly where we are going to have a look at in today's video. But we will as well be looking at some key on-chain metrics, which might tell us how sustainable Bitcoin right now is at these price levels. So guys, this is going to be a very interesting video. You surely don't want to miss this. So hit the like button, drop a comment down below. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. And right now, let's jump into the charts. And guys, before we are jumping into the charts, I cannot leave this unnoticed, but I want to thank you all for all the birthday wishes I received on my birthday. You guys made me so happy with all the comments I got on my previous video. So a big thank you to all of you guys. You guys are amazing and deserve the best content. Now guys, let's jump into the Bitcoin chart. And guys, just wow, Bitcoin is continuing its parabolic move and hits our next target at 13,800. And the reason why we had the target at 13,800 was due to the fact that Bitcoin is trading in this bigger uprising channel where we have a support right here and the resistance right there. And as you can see right now, Bitcoin has touched resistance at 13,800. And that is the exact reason why we are experiencing some selling pressure at the moment. And 13,800 is not only the resistance due to this uprising channel, but it is as well the previous high when we had this massive parabolic run in Bitcoin from approximately 4,000 to 13,800. And guys, I want to start directly on the daily time frame with bringing out the RSI. And if we have a look on the daily RSI, then we can see that we are definitely in overbought territory, which is a huge warning signal, especially in the short term time frame, because this means that the RSI first need to retrace, first need to reset a little bit before we can find a next leg up in the momentum. So if we have a look at the RSI, when we had this massive parabolic run from 4,000 to approximately 14,000, then we can see as well we had moments that we were extremely overbought on the RSI, but then we were seeing that the RSI is retracing while the price is moving sideways. So right here we are seeing the price moving slightly up sideways, but the RSI is going down. That is a very bullish sign, guys. That means that the RSI is creating space for more bullish momentum. And that is exactly what we see. We saw another leg to the upside in the RSI as well. Then we again reached overbought territory and the price was moving sideways while the RSI is going down. Again, creating space for another leg to the upside. Then again, we are seeing another leg to the upside in the RSI as well. We are again at overbought territory. And eventually we topped out right there. And guys, what I want to say with this is that right now on the daily time frame, the RSI is getting really overbought, which is a huge warning signal because we need a retracement on the RSI if Bitcoin were to continue this uptrend. So that is something we can watch for the bullish scenario, but right now there is a high probability that we are getting closer to a long-term or mid-term top. And I'm going to share some on-chain metrics as well with you guys, which is showing us that right now where we are with the Bitcoin price at approximately 13,700 looks a lot like the time where we were right here, topping out at 13,800. But guys, before we are jumping into the on-chain metrics, I want to show you that if Bitcoin can break above 14,000 US dollar decisively, then there is not much resistance until we reach 20,000 US dollar. But guys, I do consider this as the least likely scenario because we have a lot of warning signals right now that Bitcoin is overextended and that Bitcoin right now is getting closer to a top and most likely will see a bigger correction. So guys, I will be sharing some charts from sentiment. And let's start off with the social volume. And we are seeing a spike in the social volume, which potentially could indicate that we are seeing a top. Because most of the time when the price is at a top or a bottom, we are seeing a huge amount of volume. For example, right here when we have seen the bottom at approximately the upper 3K levels, we have seen a huge spike in the volume. indicating that this is a bottom. But the opposite is true as well, guys. When we are at a top, we are seeing as well huge amounts of volume. And right now we are seeing it as well. Compared to previous amounts of volume, we are seeing a huge spike in the social volume. Then we have Bitcoin's weighted social sentiment, which has flipped positive at a record pace following this week's rise above 30,000 US dollar. And right here we can see it, we have a huge peak in the weighted social sentiment, which is more bearish than bullish, and we can see it as well in the crypto fear and greed index. The majority of the investors are overly bullish, and most of the time this is predicting that we are very close to a top. So again, guys, right here as well, the sentiment is showing us that we are most likely closer to a top than that we are at the start of a fresh rally. Then, guys, the next chart is Bitcoin's daily active address growth, because it hasn't quite kept up with the massive recent price surge. So we are seeing a divergence here as well, right? We are seeing the price of Bitcoin increasing, but the daily active addresses is decreasing, which is showing negative numbers for the adoption of Bitcoin. Because if the price increases, then you want to have new investors entering the space. That is the best reason for a price increase. But if we are looking at this chart, then it looks like that's not the case. Then, guys, we have this chart, which is Bitcoin's mean dollar invested age, and the mean dollar age shows what is the average age of the dollars investors to buy the coins. And right here we can see that a divergence most of the time leads to a decrease in the price. And right here we had a divergence at number 1, where the Bitcoin price is going up, but the mean dollar invested age is going down. Right here at 2 we have seen something similar, at 3 as well, but right now we are seeing a steep divergence, which again is another chart indicating that we are closer to a top than that we are in a healthy rally to the upside. Then, guys, I quickly want to share this news article, and we have heard a lot about JP Morgan being bullish on Bitcoin right now. And guys, how bullish as it actually sounds that JP Morgan, the largest US bank by assets, is right now bullish on Bitcoin, this is actually a very bearish sign. Because, guys, think about it, JP Morgan, the largest US bank by assets, is right here bullish on Bitcoin when Bitcoin is making new local highs. And if we have a look at the past right here, then JP Morgan has been bearish on Bitcoin all along until we are reaching new highs. Guys, I think it is a warning signal that JP Morgan right now suddenly is turning bullish. And JP Morgan is actually famous for giving wrong information to investors. I am definitely not surprised that JP Morgan has accumulated Bitcoin right here when we have seen the bottom occur in Bitcoin, where then he was actually still bearish on Bitcoin. And right now when we are making new highs, suddenly is turning bullish. I interpret this as a bearish sign for Bitcoin. Because you most likely have heard about the famous saying, buy the rumor, sell the news. And in my opinion, this is definitely a sell the news article. Then, guys, let's dive into the shorter term time frame. I want to have a look at the 4-hour time frame. So right here on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that we were trading in this uprising channel. I've been talking about that as well, right? And eventually we broke the resistance of that channel right now, and we backtested the former resistance as the new support. So far this is actually looking bullish if we hadn't had those bearish divergences in the RSI, because when we have a look at the RSI, then we've made lower highs 3 times, and when we have a look at the price, then we actually did the opposite. We've created higher highs, which is showing a triple bearish divergence and showing us that technically the momentum right here is not that strong to the upside, and it's telling us that most likely we will see increased selling pressure right here. But guys, we could be at the later stages of FOMO, where Bitcoin is just going parabolic and might ignore these bearish divergences and just keep pushing to the upside, and eventually we'll see a blow off top. That is definitely possible, guys. So you should be very careful right here, and I would definitely not advise to go long right here. But yeah, it's also very difficult to predict the exact top, right? That's almost impossible. If you always try to predict the exact top, you will lose a lot of money. So therefore it's better to wait till Bitcoin finishes this uptrend. We are getting clear reversal signs and we breaking below major support. So guys, we have been talking about the on-chain metrics of Bitcoin, which are actually not looking that optimistic. They are very comparable with the top we have seen right here at 13,800. And right now when we bring up the hash ribbon, which is a fundamental indicator of Bitcoin, showing us what the hash rate of Bitcoin is doing, how many miners are participating in the Bitcoin network to secure the Bitcoin network. And we are seeing a steep decrease in the hash rate as well. And most likely we will be seeing an inversion of the hash ribbon really soon, which could have a negative impact on the price of Bitcoin. So guys, right now it's very important to stay rational. We are recognizing that Bitcoin is extremely overextended right here. We are most likely in a FOMO rally to the upside. FOMO eventually results in panic, and eventually we are going to see a huge sell-off. A lot of metrics are showing us that right now. But it is as well important to don't try and predict a top, because that is one of the hardest things to do. And if you always try to predict a certain top, then you most likely will lose a lot of money. But we are seeing so many warning signals right now, and right now is definitely not the time to go long on Bitcoin. For a bullish scenario to play out on Bitcoin, we need a huge retracement on the RSI on the daily time frame, where the price is moving sideways and the RSI is resetting to the downside, creating space for more bullish momentum. Then afterwards we need to break the 14,000 level decisively. But yeah, like I said, if I'm looking at all the metrics right now, the on-chain metrics, fundamentals like the hash rate, but as well technicals in the chart, then most things are pointing that we are getting closer to a top and that we are going to see a huge correction in the near future. So guys, have patience, be rational, and don't FOMO into this rally is my biggest advice to you. But okay guys, that was it for today's video. If you all enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up and drop a comment down below. And for the ones that are interested in signing up to my cryptocurrency trading course, right now you have 2 days left to enroll for the cryptocurrency trading course with a 40% birthday discount. And my cryptocurrency trading course is designed to teach you everything you need to know about the cryptocurrency markets and how you can create your own profitable cryptocurrency trading strategy. As well as how you need to manage your risk and how you decide whether you are going to enter a certain trade or whether you are going to skip a opportunity. So for everybody who's interested in my cryptocurrency trading course, you can go to the blockchaintoday.com or you can scroll below this video. There is a link to my website as well. Then I wish all of you guys a great day. Thank you a lot for your engagement and I will see you all in the next video.